Wow, it's a beautiful evening. It's close to a full moon. So Easter is the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox. So I think that moon will probably be full tomorrow night or Sunday. So Easter's next Sunday. It feels so nice out here. It's a really nice spring evening. A little windy, and it feels cool compared to the days we've been having. We've had some above average weather for the last week. I would say this is probably pretty average right now, but we have a west wind and it's pretty chilly. The breeze is chilly. The air temperature is not really. Air temperature is probably right around 60 or upper 50s. That breeze is a little chilly. It feels good though. It feels really nice. The flowers are all starting to bloom. Finally had a little bit of rain, not much. A little bit of a thunderstorm, I guess you would say. And it helped to wash some of the pollen away. Wow, it's so beautiful out here. I don't know if the phone can really capture it. It's taking a pretty good picture though. It looks like on my screen. Just a little after sunset. Well, I'd say after sunset, after twilight. It's probably about 45 minutes, or I don't even know what time it is. After sunset. Just a little bit of twilight over there. So calm after that rain. It's a little bit slower weekend too. We've had spring breakers, and it's been a little not super busy, but it's been kind of crowded. And this weekend I think it's going to be a kind of a quiet weekend, and then Easter's next weekend. Set your sights on what it is that is important to you. Enjoy every moment. Being grateful and learning how to be grateful. It's something we teach ourselves. It's a big part of getting the most out of life. It really is an amazing way to set your mind. I say gratitude is it's a mindset. Many people throughout the ages have realized that, tried to remind us all. Each generation has to remind the next generation of how important being grateful is. It's an amazing thing how much it can change our perspective and give us joy, allow us to get the most out of every day. The tide's up pretty high. You can see it underneath the pier, or the dock. It's not really a pier. I guess it's kind of a pier. Dock, a pier, I guess. Never really thought of it as a pier. I just used that word, and I've never called it a pier before. But it really kind of is a pier. Yeah. Wow, the lights are really just reflecting off the water just perfectly. I bet it's pretty over the ocean right now too. The moon reflecting off of the waves. It's probably a nice little break coming in because of this west wind. It's probably making a very smooth little rolling swell. Almost be worth riding over there just to see it. It's really beautiful here too, so. Set your compass in the right direction. You are you. Remember, that also goes for how we understand other people. So if we have a good understanding and self-awareness, it does a lot to help us understand others. And life is a lot about getting influenced by other people. And having a good sense of self also allows us to have a good sense of who other people are. So we have an idea of who people are in our thoughts and in our mind. And then we also have to be able to be observant of people in reality, in the present moment, and also knowing that other people are out there doing what they're doing, and it may not match up with what we think that they're doing or our image of them. So it's healthy to have both. It's not good to only be able to recognize a person when they're there with us in our presence, but also, you know, some people do that well, or kind of do that, but then they can't understand that that person also is an individual and has their own life outside of what they see right in front of them. And then on the other hand, there's people who objectify other people in their minds, meaning they kind of create a persona of what that person is without really giving credit to the person's actual life. Kind of the way we treat pets. We sort of naturally, which is okay with pets, to kind of objectify the pet, because the pet is essentially reliant on us for everything. And so, but when it comes to humans, that's not good. I thought I just saw some fireworks go off over there or something. I wonder what that was. So by developing that understanding of ourselves, both an internal spiritual being, and also understanding who we are and what we're doing, and how we're influencing and affecting other people around us and the world around us, also allows us to be able to understand other people in that same healthy way. So that's something we have to kind of work on, and that's where a lot of like mindfulness and that sort of thing comes in. Stay healthy physically, mentally, spiritually, and socially. They all go together. You can think, some people like to describe that as like having different buckets in your life, and you got to keep each bucket balanced. If one bucket's full but the other one's empty, you're not balanced. You got to kind of make sure you're always putting your efforts into each bucket and watching each bucket. I think that's a good analogy. A lot of people I've heard use that analogy. You got the mental, I guess it was lightning though. Some of what I saw was lightning over the ocean. Keeping your life balanced. There's other ways to think about it too. But that's a good way. I love you.